Science is a system of knowledge that studies a certain reality. Although there is a science for each specific reality, the problem is that each reality is different, and science does not have a universal method that integrates them all. Therefore, scientific knowledge is disintegrated. On the other hand, the success of technology is due to the experimental method of science, which is based on the laws of nature, and therefore applicable to the natural sciences. But social reality, due to its complexity, is beyond the reach of the experimental method. For this reason, the social sciences have failed. The flaw lies within the limitation of its method. For social and human realities, the philosophical method is necessary. The first task of science is to overcome the fragmentary scientific knowledge. For this, it must innovate its method. To innovate the method, it must resort to philosophy. Philosophy is the knowledge of the whole, and as such, uses an instrument called the philosophical method. Just as the experimental method of science is based on the truth of nature, the philosophical method is based on universal truth. For this reason, the integration of science and philosophy is based on the integration of the method. This integration makes logical and common sense. The logical sense is that the universe is a totality, integrated by means of its universal and natural principles and laws. The common sense is that human knowledge must also be integrated into a universal system. At an individual level, the value of science is related to the knowledge of reality based on the laws of nature, starting with simple phenomena. Scientific study provides the individual access to true knowledge of certain realities. Scientific knowledge is the basis for achieving universal knowledge through the integration of each particular knowledge. This integration is achieved through the philosophical method. Finally, universal knowledge is equivalent to the conception of the world. The conception of the world at the individual level must have coherence with reality to avoid existential conflicts. The existential conflicts generated by a false conception of reality is reflected by health problems, and in the worst of cases, by suicides. At a social level, science is instrumental, both in its educational and applicational levels. Its educational role is the support of a profession, and its applicational role is the professional service to society. In this sense, science is the support of modern society. However, modern society is in crisis, which indicates a failure of the social application of a fragmented science, incapable of integrating all realities, including the human being. Human nature is biological, social, and spiritual, with its three levels of organization: individual, society, and humanity. Being the spiritual dimension, the superior essence is the least understood part. Our inability to integrate our spiritual dimension with scientific knowledge is the source of social and individual conflicts. Our limitations regarding the integration of scientific knowledge is the basis of fragmented human knowledge. Fragmented knowledge generates a fragmented conception of reality. Conceptions of the world that are inconsistent with reality create deep human conflicts. Human conflicts are the cause of the uncertainty and insecurity of humanity. The instability of the planet due to human conflicts results in the self-destruction of the human species. Therefore, it is crucial to integrate human knowledge through the philosophical method in order to guarantee the conservation of humanity. The integration of scientific knowledge with philosophical knowledge constitutes universal knowledge and wisdom, which must be the basis for the collaborative unity and coexistence of humanity.